Welcome to this session on Mathematics, Chapter 2 Polynomials for Class 10 or Grade 10, and we are doing division algorithm for polynomials, and we are doing the steps now. We have already seen in a previous session what does the division algorithm for polynomial states, and that statement is repeated here. More details are given in the previous session, but in this session we shall cover the steps for this algorithm. So we shall be talking about the algorithm, that is the steps to divide one polynomial by another polynomial. Remember that we stop the division process when the remainder becomes 0 or the degree of the remainder becomes less than the degree of the divisor. And to understand the steps, we shall take the example to divide minus 13x square plus 4x cube plus 2x minus 8 by x square plus 3x minus 2. And before I proceed ahead, let me show you the complete picture of the entire division. And this is how the division looks like. And we write our final answer as 4x minus 25 plus 85x minus 58 divided by x square plus 3x minus 2. Let's now get to the detailed step for the division algorithm. Step 1 states that write the given polynomials, dividend as well as the divisor, in the standard form. That is, ensure that the polynomials are written in the descending order of their degrees, and this is what actually the standard form is. And if any term is missing in the polynomial, use a 0 to fill in the missing term, because this filling up by 0 helps in spacing when we divide. So in our example, we will have to rearrange the dividend, and the new arrangement would look like 4x cube minus 13x square plus 2x minus 8. And this rearranged term is written inside the division symbol. Step 2a. In order to get the first term of the quotient polynomial, divide the largest degree term of the dividend, and dividend is written inside the division symbol, and its largest degree term is this, because the largest degree is x cube or the degree 3 and the whole term is 4x cube, and the step says that we divide it by the largest degree term of the divisor, and the largest degree term of divisor is this. So we shall be in our example dividing 4x cube by x square, and in doing so we get 4x. The next step is 2b, which says that multiply what you got in the previous step, that is multiply this 4x in our example by the complete divisor polynomial, which is outside the division symbol. So we will multiply, in our case we will multiply the divisor, this whole polynomial is divisor, and we shall multiply it by 4x, which is what we got from the previous step. The next step is step 2c, and in this case or in this step we carry out the subtraction and bring down the next term. So we will subtract this 4x cube plus 12x square minus 8x, and after subtraction we will be left with minus 25x square plus 10x, and then we shall bring down this next term down here as it is. So minus 8 is dropped down and it comes down here. The next step is step number 3, which says repeat the steps 2a, 2b and 2c until there are no more terms to bring down. That is, in order to get the second term of the quotient polynomial, divide the largest degree term of the new dividend, that is leftover polynomial inside the division symbol, by the largest degree term of the divisor, which is outside the division symbol, and in our case this is the divisor. So the example what we are working with, will do step 2a in again, and in that case we will divide minus 25x square by x square, and in doing so we will be left with minus 25, and then we will multiply this minus 25 by the complete divisor, which is x square plus 3x minus 2, and then we shall carry out the subtraction. So this step is shown here, and we carry out the subtraction of minus 25x square minus 75x plus 50, and then we are left with 85x minus 58. The step 4 is carry out the division process, that is step 2 a, b and c, until the remainder term that is leftover polynomial inside the division symbol, is either 0 or has a degree less than the degree of the divisor. So in our case, we see that after subtraction, we are left with 85x minus 58, and there is no term to bring down, and this is not equal to 0, but its degree is 1, which is less than the degree of our divisor, and the divisor has a degree of 2. So our remainder term is 85x minus 58. And then step 5 is to write the final answer. The term remaining after the last subtraction step is called the remainder, and the remainder is written as a fraction in the final answer. So we shall write remainder as a fraction, which is 85x minus 58 divided by the divisor, which is x square plus 3x minus 2, and our quotient is 4x minus 25. So if you see carefully, 4x minus 25 is coming here as quotient, and we have divisor going below the remainder, and remainder whatever we were left with is 85x minus 58 here. Before we end this session, let's do the verification of division algorithm. We have just seen when we divide minus 13x squared plus 4x cubed plus 2x minus 8 by x squared plus 3x minus 2, we get an answer 4x minus 25 plus 85x minus 58 divided by x squared plus 3x minus 2. Now we shall carry out a few extra steps and do the verification of the division algorithm. We know that by this answer we got the remainder as 85x minus 58, and we got the quotient as 4x minus 25, and the divisor in our case is x squared plus 3x minus 2. So when we multiply these three, multiply the divisor and the quotient and then add the remainder, we will get x squared plus 3x minus 2 multiplied by 4x minus 25 plus 85x minus 58. And once we simplify it, we get this to be equal to 4x cubed minus 13x squared plus 2x minus 8. That is, when we did the divisor multiplied by quotient and then we added remainder, we got in our example 4x cubed minus 13x squared plus 2x minus 8, which indeed is equal to the dividend, because we were given the dividend to be equal to minus 13x squared plus 4x cubed plus 2x minus 8. So we did see here that when the divisor is multiplied by quotient and then the remainder is added, we get the dividend, and hence we have verified the division algorithm as well.